I can't wait. If I lose you, baby. Summer after high school when we first met. We make out in your Mustang to radio. This was for you and me. 'Cause you with the feeling like a paradise. Give me everything. I'm here for all and get along with you. Hello, oh, oh, oh. We're gonna make for you. Know it, just you. We're gonna say. just can't get enough. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Dance, 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 and I said, you think you're a hell of a guy. I mean, on my mind, I like you fly. I mean, it's so strong, and I'm loving your talk. You like slicker than the guy with a single in his eye. Keep on dancing till the world ends. If you feel it, let it happen. Keep on dancing till the world ends. Party rockets in the house tonight. Tonight, yeah, baby. Tonight, yeah, baby. Everybody just have a good time. Kick that. Thank you, God Hates Taxes. Thank you for the gift memberships. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Ah! The sun goes down, the stars come out. Let me know where the times go. My universe will never be the same. Pop Danthology. Dr. Pepper, please sponsor me. I can't afford to keep getting 4 cases of Dr. Pepper a week. Wait, I low-key want to talk about that because, like, I have no idea. I have no fucking clue how my teeth are in such good condition. I have no fucking idea. I have drank soda, like, every day of my life since I was 8. Excluding those, like, small segments where I was like, I'm gonna diet and quit soda. And then I was like, a week later, I start drinking soda again.
Yeah, I guess I have really strong enamel. I guess so. I don't know about good genetics. Like, my mom, on the other hand, she drinks a lot of soda and her teeth are pretty bad. But my dad also drinks an equal amount of soda and his teeth are really good. But my dad also goes to the dentist regularly because he's the only one in my family who actually gets to go to the dentist because we can't afford it for the rest of the family. But that's besides the point. I haven't been to the dentist in over a decade. No, that's not true. I really fuck with this one brand of water. I keep forgetting what it's called, but I drink this fucking water I get from the gas station and it's so good. It tastes different. Might be time for cleaning. I can't afford that. Okay, I'll start stream in just a second. 1 second. I understand that, but like, I can't afford the dentist. Afford this, thank you. Thank you so much. No, it's so expensive. I haven't gone to the dentist my whole. I don't have health insurance. I don't have dental insurance is separate from health insurance, so I don't have dental insurance. I need to pay rent. I need to pay my bills. I need to pay car insurance. I'm gonna have to pay all this stuff. I'm still paying off some like bills from my last apartment. Like shit's expensive. Bills are expensive. I haven't gotten groceries because I can't afford it right now. I am literally eating whatever the fuck I can in my pantry and in my fridge until I absolutely run out of food. I don't have milk. I don't have milk. Yeah, it's mostly right now. I had savings. I used all of my savings to move away from my family. So I have no savings anymore. My savings are at 0 right now. I am literally living paycheck to paycheck right now because of this move. So I'm like having to rebuild everything from the ground back up. But it was worth it. It was worth it. I am so happy now. I'll take this over having the savings and living back where I lived before. Okay, I'll start stream now. I didn't even loop it because I didn't even think I'd take that long to start stream. Anyways. Oh, why am I down here? Hello? Hi. 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 Con curva. Con curva. Good evening. I do budget. All of my money right now, other than feeding myself, all of my money goes straight into bills. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. My budget only is bills right now. Not to mention my credit cards. Not to mention the state of my credit cards. The state of my credit cards is a little whack. I mean, it could be way worse. Don't get me wrong, it could be way worse. Let's see, how much do I owe on this credit card? $800. And then what about this other one? Hold on, let me get this other one. I go where here? Where? No, nope, that's an AI. Can I go? What's the status of this one? 500! Ah! No bueno. I'm still not done paying off my rent for this month either. Because I use Flex, it splits it. I still have to pay rent this month, and then I gotta pay rent next month. Yeah. Money hard. Money hard. Adulting hard. Do not adult. Actually, I can't do adult, but adult better than me. All I really need is I need time. That's all I need to get back to where I am. Like I said, I had savings and I could budget off of the savings really well and, you know, maintain a comfortable amount of money in my bank. But the thing is, I spent all my money on moving, and moving was really expensive, like paying for movers, paying for U-Haul, paying for movers again, paying for gas, paying everything, and then also paying rent. I had to pay like my prorated last of my rent for my old apartment.
Milk. Just remember to come back.
I'll come back! Thank you, Tummer! I really need milk. I need milk so bad, actually. I will go get some milk. I will get milk right after stream. Well, maybe not right after stream.
Gas money.
Thank you! Thank you! I'm not begging for money. I'm not begging for money. You don't need to give me money. The thing is, I just need time. That's what I need, is I need time. I need time for my earnings to catch up. So I need to, like, coast. I need to coast off of paycheck to paycheck. Until like it catches back up. Like I said, it's because I moved and then I had to pay rent on my old apartment because I had like a couple hundred that I had to pay that was prorated for the part of rent that I was not living there, and then I had to pay electricity. I paid that bill. Dude, I'm actually kind of pissed. I'm really pissed. So my electricity bill for my old apartment that I paid it off this morning. It was overdue, and it was $180 for like I was not living there. Like for most of that time. It was 100. It was like one of the most expensive bills I've ever paid. Paid at that place. It went up to 180. It's usually like around 130. It was 180 and I wasn't living there. So I'm like pissed, and I'm like thinking, oh shit, someone fucking left the heater keeping the apartment at like fucking 100 degrees or something. I don't think it's squatters, but I'm not very happy about it. I'm not very happy about having to pay one of the highest bills. It's not the highest. I paid a little bit higher in the summer, but like it was one of the highest bills I've had to pay at my old apartment, and I didn't live there. I don't live there anymore. I haven't lived there. And like that's not even for like a whole this shouldn't even be for like a whole billing period, because electricity was turned off on what day? It was turned off on the 14th? Last month, so it was like a 14-day period. It wasn't even a full period. It was $180 across a 14-day period, which is crazy. Brave, thank you for the super chat. I owe $3,000 to the IRS this year. I hate the IRS. Where's God hates taxes? I hate the IRS. Fuck you. Fuck you. Can we eliminate taxes? Can we eliminate taxes for like... Please. I don't want taxes no more. I don't want taxes. Simply don't pay them. Yeah, but then they're gonna come after me eventually, and then it's gonna... No! My crumb hat is coming off her head. I'm gonna have to sew it down a little bit better. I think I was too rough with her in shipping. I got my little crumb. It's like my anxiety crumb. When I stress out, I grab the crumb keychain and I squeeze her a little bit. I squeeze her head. She's got a very squeezable head. It fits in my hand. So I'm emotional support crumbing. Squeezing her head right now. I'm emotional support crumbing. I'm emotional support crumbing. Spousal abuse. It's okay. She understands. She does it for me. She's really squishy. I can't wait to get the stinky. I can't wait to get the stinky. When they come and get you, it's free room and board. True. True, but then it's free room and board. I wish you could see my quotations. But I'm actually just using other taxpayers' money is what it is. So think about it. You have to pay taxes to pay for people who didn't pay taxes. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. That's a funny system. It's pretty funny. You have to pay for people who want to smoke crack instead of working. I love paying for people who don't work. I love it. Don't you? Don't you, chat? Don't you love paying?
IRS hate, keep a love.
Pays! Thank you guys! Taxes! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! Do you guys like the new fishing game? Okay, I did spend money for the new fishing game because I wanted something new for you guys. Because you guys have been playing like the same fishing game for so long, and I want to find new games for you guys to enjoy. I eventually want to have like a rotation of different games for you guys. You know, other than the fishing, I want to have like, there's like the word games and then a number games. I want to have different games for you guys to enjoy on stream. It is faster. I don't know if does it have a queue? I haven't figured that out. Have you guys figured out if there's a queue yet? Like if you all type fish within a couple seconds, will it do the whole queue or will it only do one person at a time? Does it do the whole queue? We're gonna find out? Okay, we're gonna find out. It was queuing earlier? Think about it. Think about chat. We have to pay for people who don't want to work. We have to pay for people who want to kill other people. We have to pay for pedophiles. We have to pay for all sorts of criminals. I want to pay for like I like if taxes. Okay, maybe I don't know everything I'm talking about, but I feel like if I was paying taxes, I want my taxes to go to like, you know, like schools and education and like fix like roads. Exactly, roads. Like I come from a place where all the roads were total shit. They were like absolutely terrible. They had, you know, like projects going on that would take like 5 years to like even get started. Like I would want it to go to like, you know, making you know, making like the towns and stuff, you know, better. I don't know. I want my if I'm paying taxes, I'd want my taxes to go to things that I'd care about. Like, it's like, you know, if I'm spending money, for example, if I'm getting an apartment, I want to spend money on an apartment that I like instead of an apartment I hate. If I want to buy milk, I want to buy a brand of milk that I like from a distributor I like instead of buying from one that tastes bad. So if I'm spending money on taxes, I'd want my money to... I don't want to spend my tax money on things that I care about. Hey, yo, is this Half-Life 3? We're gonna be playing, well, we finished Half-Life 2. We're playing Half-Life Episode 1 and Episode 2. I know Episode 1's really short. Oh, God. What is my tracking doing? The tracking is like... all weird. It kept freezing. You caught a tiny rubber boot? That's really cute. Oh yeah, you guys can buy things at the shop? Hold on, let me read the information about this so I can like tell you everything about the fishing. So if you're like a mod or a VIP, it's worth noting that any of the UI menus can be closed by !go fish, one word. Which is useful because there's things like a shop, there's like a catalog, there's quests. Here, actually I can move this thing. Can I put this like... where does this put this? Actually, I'm not gonna post this anywhere. I'm gonna leave it where it is. Let's see, there's a leaderboard. Hold on, there's information, I just gotta find it. I know, like, the shop items, you can get, like, different rods or, like, baits or something, and it lasts for a certain amount of time. I don't know if it applies to everyone, or if it applies to just one person. I'm gonna guess that it applies to everyone, because the cache is global. Saw the new video on Moonshine. I've had people to do that all the time for the game. I love the new video. Dude, Moonshine was on my ass for weeks because I was so busy moving. He's like, can you record this? Can you record this? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. I barely get a time to sit down. It's only recently that I started getting like back to a place where I can use my computer again because I've been so busy since moving. And it's been a month now since I moved here, and I'm like still like getting stuff done. I still have stuff to do. I still have like registration and stuff that I have to do like for my car, and there's still so many adult things to do, and I need to pee already because I've drank 3 cans of Dr. Pepper cherry and now I'm on my 4th and now I gotta pee. So I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'll be right back. Wait, what? Tiny fish pants? Wait, what is that? Wait, what the frick? Fish pants? Also, what's really cool, compared to the last fishing game, the fishing game ran as an actual Steam game. This one runs entirely as like a overlay. It's all like coded. So I don't have to run another Steam game in the background. I don't have to do game capture or anything. It's pretty cool. An enormous stick? That's what I call what I got in my pants. Sorry. I'm sorry, it was really... I'm sorry. It's so stupid. Hey, we've all seen that one Twitter video you did, you know the one. I know the one. Huge checkered barb. That's what I call what's in my head. It hurts my chest. Oh my god. Hello, Lord Pace. How are you doing today? I'm so stupid, I'm sorry. It's one of those days. Oh, fuck. Everyone else talk about Twitter videos. I just want to know how Dr. Pepper Cherry... See, okay, Dr. Pepper Cherry, I don't like cherry flavor. Does anyone agree with me on that? I don't like artificial cherry. I love cherries. I don't like artificial cherry. I don't consume anything artificial cherry. However, I consumed Dr. Pepper Cherry. And I feel like it just tastes like a... And it's Dr. Pepper Cherry Zero Sugar, by the way. It's Dr. Pepper Cherry Zero Sugar. I don't really taste cherry. It just tastes like Dr. Pepper Zero, but stronger. I don't know how else to explain it. It doesn't really taste particularly like cherry. Although someone brought up, isn't Dr. Pepper already cherry? And is it actually already cherry? Yeah, you said that, Tabamo. If it does, that makes sense that it just tastes like a stronger Dr. Pepper flavor. It's plum? Really? Plum is my favorite fruit. Specifically red plums. Black plums are okay, but I love red plums. I think red plums are a lot more, like, tangy. I like my fruit tangy. Extra Man, thank you for the follow. I think that's one of my favorite flavors, is like either like tangy or sour. Like that's like what I like most. I'm not really like a big sweetie. I'm not a big sweet. I am not a big sweet. I am not sweet. I am very mean. I'm a bitch. Anyways, I don't really like super sweet stuff. I like tangy sweet or like sour sweet. I am a bitch. I am a big bitch. I am a piece of shit bitch whore. Kurva! I am evil. Never say otherwise. I am a heartless, backstabbing, evil bitch. Got it? Kurva. I'm a burp. Never mind, I'm not gonna burp. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Okay. Okay, da da da. Okay, da da da. Okay. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. It's funny when a girl tries to act all tough. I am tough. I am literally the tough wolf VTuber. Like, that's my whole shtick. I'm like super tough. I hurt myself again. Oops. I kind of hurt myself a lot. How? I hurt myself on a daily basis. Yeah, it was more like I'll have like, instead of bruises, I have tons of bruises. I always have bruises. I never not have bruises. My legs are all covered in bruises, but I think that's mostly because of how I sit at my desk, because I put my feet up and my knees press against my desk. But I scraped my knee twice now. I've like hurt my knuckles 3 times now. I keep accidentally like pulling my nail back and like ripping it off the nail bed. I keep hitting my funny bone on things lately. Yeah, I keep hurting myself. I always said this last stream, I think. I have a first aid kit, and I've already almost gone through like all of the regular band-aids, like the regular sized ones. I hate ripping nails too. I'll like be like opening something or like trying to like peel something apart, and I'll do it, and then all of a sudden I'll like pull too hard and the nail comes up. But I'm the tough wolf. I'm the tough wolf. Do we need to wrap you in bubble wrap? Probably. I know, make it a point. Every time I climb the stairs to my apartment, I will look down at the stairs and like kind of march my way up. I will like watch to make sure I properly lift my feet and then like properly climb the stairs. I don't know if maybe this is just like, I've heard that this is an autistic trait, but I have a hard time walking. I have a really hard time picking up my feet. I used to get shit from my parents all the time as a kid because I don't pick up my feet when I walk. And so therefore I kind of trip a lot. I'll trip and I'll trip on my stairs, I'll trip on the ground, I'll trip over my shoes. I also have a terrible sense of balance, but like if I'm like trying to balance on one foot, I'm exceptionally good from like my ballerina days. But if I'm just like walking like a normal person, like just walking normally, I'll lose my balance and I'll start to tip off to one side and then like almost fall over. At least small means you aren't far off the ground. That's fair, that's fair. I've heard it's like a really common thing. Is like people just won't pick up their feet. Or another one is instead of like not picking up their feet, a lot of people with autism will look at their feet when they walk. Like watch themselves walk. Makes sense because wolves normally walk in all fours. That makes sense. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I need to return to my roots. I need to run around on all fours like a Therian through the forest. And then I need to start participating in hobby horsing. She is a furry! No! To be honest, I'd rather be a furry than a Therian. Like, genuinely. I cannot with Therians. Okay, Therians are... Do you guys know what, like, otherkin is? I think if you're older, you know what otherkin is. Older and terminally internet pilled. If you ever see that, that show where the guy is like, on all levels except physical, I am a wolf. And it cuts to him howling, and like, it's like... He like thinks he's physically a wolf. This is like the modern day version of otherkin. Except it's kind of like worse because otherkins were bullied, right? If you were otherkin on the internet back then, if you were otherkin, you were bullied. You were severely bullied, okay? Now, we've reached a level of society where if you're something like a Therian, instead of being bullied, you will be bullied if you don't accept them, you know? It'll be like if you think Therians are weird, well, you're like the fucking devil, and everyone will be like, no, you have to support these people in their identity. So Therians are literally otherkin. So for example, if you are a wolf Therian, a lot of them will make little face masks, and they look really stupid in my opinion. I would rather see a furry mask, because at least it covers their fucking weird bottom jaw. They'll wear these like masks that just only cover the top half of their face, and then they'll use like their real mouth, and it looks really fucking weird. It looks bad. It looks really, really uncomfortable. I don't like it. It's like Uncanny Valley kind of shit, okay? It reminds me of fucking Cats the Musical. Alright? I don't fucking like it. I would post a picture, but most of them are children, and I don't know. I don't feel very good about that. And I'll go into that in a second. That's one of my big issues with it. But a lot of them will use these masks, and so like, if you ask a Therian what being a Therian is, you'll never get a conclusive answer, because they will all argue amongst themselves about what a Therian actually is. Some will tell you being a Therian is being being spiritually attached to an animal. Another will be like, oh, you identify as an animal. Another will be like, well, we know we're not animals. And then another will be like, but I actually feel like I am this animal. So Therians don't even know what Therians are, because Therianthropy or whatever is not fucking real. It's not real. It's not real. It's okay. I actually want to get into it, because like I in my life as a little keyboard warrior have gotten into arguments about it. So it's like mental illness turned up to a 10. Kind of. I think the people who like fight for like it being a real thing is like the mentally ill ones. So I'm not gonna get too into like gender and stuff. Whatever. You know, like there's the whole thing about being trans and stuff. So it's like trans-speciesism is basically what Therians are trying to be trans species, but they don't want to argue about how like they try to like bring in like body dysmorphia and stuff into it, like you know, like trying to equate it to like other things. But like the thing is, humans and like, say for example, a Therian identity like a fox or a cat, genetically, when you look at our line of evolution, right, we don't have overlap with these, with like us. For example, if you're a fucking Chihuahua Therian, you don't have overlap with Chihuahuas. Humans and Chihuahuas, we don't overlap. It is biologically impossible to have your brain be confused about being a human or being a Chihuahua, because that's just not possible. Our like, we don't genetically like overlap like that. We don't have any like genetic memory of that could get mixed up with being a Chihuahua, right? So there isn't even an existing like mental illness dysmorphia or anything that you could even fix or even overlap. It's just delusion is what it is. It's delusion. You're being deluded, because it's just not possible to think you were born in the wrong body of a Chihuahua. It's just not fucking possible. is literally I would believe a monkey Therian before I could ever believe most of these other Therians, which happen to always be some form of canine or cat or similar, any cool animal. Because what it boils down to is Therians are children who like animals, you know, like every child ever. Is kids who like animals, and guess what? They like to go out at recess and pretend they're an animal like every child ever. And people online are telling them that it's an identity and not just a form of roleplay, and not just a form of like animal interests. Like, I have no issue if you want to roleplay as an animal. If you want to put on a furry mask, if you wanna like run around on all fours at recess with your friends, I have no issue with it. Or do it in your backyard. I have no issue with it. You're a kid. You're a kid. That's what kids do. Kids make pretend. That's like normal. But when I start to have an issue with it is when other people and start using the internet. This is why we need to have kids off the fucking internet and in the backyards instead. Like, dude, if you identified as a dog doesn't use the internet, okay? The dog doesn't use the internet, right? I like to be a dog in real life as a form of roleplay. I don't like to be an actual fucking dog, you know? I'm not gonna, like, you're not actually a real dog. See? So, like, I have a problem with these, usually other, like, adults or, older kids, because older kids, I'm sorry, being a minor does not like mean you get off scotch-free. Like, you are not devoid of any consequences. You can still enable younger kids. So I have an issue with adults and older kids enabling these young, like, usually like ages 7 through like 12-year-old kids, like, enabling them to think that they are having some sort of spiritual identity crisis or physical identity crisis, instead of just enjoying animals and enjoying roleplay. It blows my mind. It absolutely, like, pisses me off, because this is very, very harmful to, like, a child's development. It's grooming in a non-sexual way. It's basically grooming, but like it's grooming into being mentally ill, having social consequences, and having developmental consequences. I think to a degree humans should conform to society in certain senses. Like, you can be like a furry, but like you could do it in your room, right? So like Therians, they like to, you know, like do it in public. They like to like run around on all fours with their masks, you know, out on the streets and stuff. And I know they do, because I've seen them in person. You know, I've gone to like what do you call it? Farmers markets. I've gone to farmers markets and I've seen Therians running around on all fours, acting like animals and acting like their brain just switches off and they're in animal mode, and they call it shifting. They call it shifting. I'm shifted into animal mode, so like my mind turns off. It's like the kids who fake DID, but they're faking animals instead of faking other like personalities. Yeah, no one should prey on someone's insecurity about identity. It's okay to like animals. It's okay to like to roleplay. It's okay to put on a mask. Gran, thank you for the follow. That doesn't mean that you identify as a dog. I'm sorry. You can do whatever you want. Pretend to be a dog. You can put on the dog mask. You can run around on all fours. Obviously within reasonable like in your backyard or like out at recess as a kid, or like just like in a private space, like in an understandable space at the park. You know, you can do that. But like you aren't actually like a dog in your past life. You aren't actually a dog in real life, born in the wrong body. You aren't. I'm sorry. It takes a special type of person to be a teacher. Apathetic or, yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I get frustrated with it more than other things because, I'm really protective of kids, and I hate, like, when I was a kid and I was on the internet, I ran in the same spaces as like fiction kin people, right? And like I've seen the way other kin and fiction kin is contained thanks to bullying and thanks to like society not enabling it and not letting it become something more damaging. Now it's like you have to accept everyone no matter what. And it's like it's sad to see kids have like their interests be turned into some sort of like identity statement. I don't know. It bothers me. It really bothers me. I'm sorry if I'm not sounding very tolerant. I'm not tolerant because it has terrible impacts on the mental health of a child. It has terrible impacts on the child's ability to socialize and make friends and function in society. It's like, not to say you can't have a weird interest. I'm literally an anime girl on the internet for a living who barks and lays in a dog bed when she gets off stream, right? This is coming from someone who like lives like a freaking quote-unquote dog girl, right? That's what, as you know, like this is coming from me. This is like, this is serious. I am qualified. I am living proof. You can function in society and healthily engage in your interests and weird interests. And you don't have to conform, but you don't have to like be a detriment to yourself and others and society as a whole, you know? What you're saying is adults shouldn't be telling their children that their pretend time is a valid way to live your life. Yeah. At the end of the day, you can't live in a delusion. You have to live in reality. There's time and place for escapism. There's time and place for engaging in hobbies and engaging in interests in a healthy manner. But you can't be living in a dream or like in a fantasy land your whole life. Yeah, moral of the story, it's okay to be weird, but don't let it control how you live. See, Gibbard, you put it exactly how I would want to put it. I speak like a dog, so every time I sleep in it's in a dog bed. Not enough of that is taught to kids. I think it should be. Weird kids have existed for millennia. Like, I swear every generation's had its weird kids, right? But society has been able to function for so long. And now, like, society's suffering. Also, I think Therians wouldn't exist if it weren't for TikTok. I think we'd have our everyday average otherkin, but we wouldn't have the state of Therians that we have today. Society functioned with otherkins. And as much as I was like, I thought otherkin was fucking weird back in the day, I'm thankful that otherkins were not Therians. Yeah, Therians technically have been around. Like, the term Therian is not a new term. Therians modern day are a bunch of kids who discovered a term and clung to it. Kids will forever be desperate to belong to a group. That's why kids are really drawn to fandoms. Are we talking about furries? We're talking about Therians. I think furries and Therians are very different things. One grooms kids into having identity crises, and the other grooms kids because they like kids. No, that was a really I'm joking, by the way. It only applies to a lot of the fandom, not all of it. But I already had that rant. You can go to a different stream and find my rant and my take on furries. They're similar in certain degrees. I think they're only similar in the form of the apparel, which is the masks, and having relations to animals. Not relations with animals, relations to animals. Also, Therian seems to be a mostly kid-oriented community versus furries is a very should not include kids kind of community. Furry community's insistence on accepting and tolerating everyone compounds the Therian problem. Yeah. Yeah. I could rant all day about it, honestly, but there's a lot of nuance that you have to get into, and a lot of I don't know. I speak on things like this because I've had experience with them, you know? I've already told you that I've had, my run-ins with the furry fandom as a kid. And why it's shaped my opinion so hard. I'm not speaking on these things because I don't know anything about them, right? I don't like speaking on things I have no information on, or no experience with, or I'm not saying this just coming out of a place of jumping on a hate bandwagon or something. I used to be the fucking furry kid who was like, why does everyone hate furries? It's so unfair. You only hate us because we dress up as animals and we like anthro animals. That's why you hate us. That was young, naive kid me, I didn't fucking understand it. And at the end of the day, I realized, no, I wasn't what people hated. People don't hate furries because, well, I mean, some people do. Some people do, but it's actually a small minority that everyone loves Disney movies around animals, right? Saying it's the furry argument's always oh, you watch all these Disney, you watch Zootopia and you like Zootopia, so you're furry and you should like furries. That's not what I have an issue with furries for. I do hate furries. I will say I hate furries. I won't hate you for being a furry. It's an umbrella statement, I keep saying I'm sorry, I'm stuttering over myself. I don't hate individuals, if you're a furry and you're chill, I don't hate you. All right? You have to realize at some point you don't apply to who I'm talking to because you're the good minority. I hate the furry fandom from a fandom perspective, from a community perspective, and from this perspective of a large majority population. Like, yeah, the bad attributes associated with being a furry. I have furry friends. Like, I have friends that are furries. I have members in my community who are furries, and they completely understand what I'm talking about. Because I've gone in depth about this quite a few times. I don't think the furry community, I'll put some blanket statements out there. I don't think the furry community is safe for children. Children should not be in it. Furries need to stop interacting with children. They have a very bad problem with interacting with children. For some reason, they cannot keep themselves away from children, even in an innocent way. No, your Discord server does not need to be a mix of children and adults. Just because you're one of the good ones and you're not doing anything malicious doesn't mean you're not exposing these children to people who potentially are malicious and you have no control over them. You cannot control another adult's actions. What you can control is not keeping children in the same space as your community. Your community also has a weird problem with mixing up fiction with reality. You guys, for the same reasons you can't distinguish fiction and reality from like the whole like adjacent argument of lolly versus child, you can't do the other side either. For some reason they cannot distinguish their obsession with dog genitals and dog parts, animal parts. They can't distinguish like where they're overstepping a freaking boundary. For example, like I talked about last furry rant, you know, making casts of a real animal's genitalia and selling it at a con, that's wrong. And just because some of the furries disagreed with it doesn't mean, or doesn't excuse the fact that a good population of the silent majority of furries allowed it to exist for like over a decade and allowed it to be at cons until recent times. It shouldn't be legal. I don't even think it is legal. There's a silent majority to a lot of things. My issue, I think now I can vocalize it properly. The silent majority in for example, the furry fandom is not like most communities where like the silent majority is the normal people, right? Unfortunately, a silent majority of furries is what the fandom tries to say is not in the fandom, you know? That's another issue I have with furries. They love to say things aren't in the community that absolutely are. I want furries, I think ultimately, I want furries to stay away from kids. I want furries to be more honest. And I want furries to gatekeep better. That's what I want. Those are the three things I want. I think every fandom needs gatekeeping. Furries don't try hard enough to gatekeep their own fandom. Because, pedophiles walk among them and are still, for some reason, even if they get a call out on Twitter, doesn't mean that silent majority that still follows them and interacts with all their content and hypes them up isn't there, right? They need to start being honest. Their con spaces are not safe for children and never will be. Stop having conventions for all ages. Stop. Like, you literally host most of your cons in hotels. Reason being, you guys love your room parties. That's okay. I'm not here to kink shame. I'm not here to say what you can and cannot find hot as long as it doesn't involve, like, real animals and children. right? As long as it doesn't involve illegal activity, I'm not gonna kink shame you, right? You can fuck each other in fursuits at a con all you want. Stop allowing children to attend, though. If there's children in the same space as anything that promotes HIV testing, hell no. Yeah, causing cons, like con spaces, hell, like everyone knows about Rainforest. If you're fucking making the hotel that hosts you, like they're making their lives hell, you're a terrible fucking person. Furry fandom has a terrible drug problem. That's really quietly talked about. People barely talk about that. They have terrible drug problems. It is absolutely rampant in that community. Get that under control. Be fucking civil fucking human beings. Be fucking conscious of the people around you. I have some other things I want to complain about. Stop casually interacting with children. I keep emphasizing that because it's been one of my biggest issues with it. When I was a kid, like I said, I got into furries because I love warrior cats. I got into furries because I love warrior cats. I remember as a kid, this might age you a little. I was a child having a Discord server, like a little kid. So like, you know, I'm really young. I'm really young. I get it. I had a Discord server when I was a kid, and for some reason, adult furries could not stop trying to defend posting porn in my server. I was probably like 14 years old, and it was like, like back then, no OPSEC. Like I was open about being a freaking child, right? For some reason, adults kept coming to my server, and they would not stop posting porn. Or they would not stop trying to make porn of my persona. Like, oh, someone made me fan art? Oh, look inside. That's porn of my furry character. And they know I'm a child. I remember a specific moment where we had to ban someone from the server that was like friends with my friends, and so it caused like kind of like a drama. I banned someone because this guy who was much older than me, I was, like I said, probably 14, and I think they were like in their 20s. They would not stop fighting me about like putting them on like temporary bans because they would post furry porn, and they'd be like, but it's artistic. It's artistic nudity. It's like I'm putting it in the art channel because it's my form of art expression. Like, no. You're posting porn. You're posting porn and you're addicted to it and you can't stop posting about it. Stop posting furry porn in the child's Discord server. I like lost my like love for art or anything for a very long time because I was heavily disturbed by the things I was subjected to being around furries, and because like the warrior cats fandom and the furry fandom have very strong overlap. I liked drawing things like warrior cats and what was called emo dogs. So it wasn't like animals on all fours, but it was like you guys know tacos. It was like that. It was like dogs and cats with emo hair. We called them emo dogs. That's what I was really into. Or they call them anime dogs. They had similar names. That's what I was into, and it had really strong overlap with the furry community. Like they mingled, they like intersected, and so I knew a lot of furries. I had a lot of furry quote unquote friends, and unfortunately, looking back on it, a majority of my so-called friends were adults way too old to be hanging out around me. And it was like a majority. It was like not a minority. It was my entire experience. I can look into many different like moments. Like I could cherry pick different spots on the timeline of my interactions with furries, and somehow it always leads back to grooming. Every single time. Every single time. So I have very strong feelings about it. I have very, very strong feelings about it. That's why I can rant about it for hours. I have very, very strong feelings about it. Furry animators, is more like, see, I wasn't in the section that was like dressing up as furries, or like the section that was like really like, I'd say fur affinity adjacent with like the really anthro animals and stuff. I was very much on that side of like animation memes, warrior cats, that kind of stuff. So it was like animals more on all fours than animals on two legs. Where was I going with this? Oh, and I thought that community was safe. I thought that community was safe until multiple times over the last couple years, including even like just like this year, I've seen people that I looked up to in that space, either when they were kids too or when they were adults too. And it's sad because I feel like the ones that were kids when I was a kid were also in the same situation where they were getting groomed, but they were like the negative result of that, where groomers repeat the actions of their groomers, you know? I keep seeing those people get outed for being like pedophiles, for like dating minors and like trying to be secretive about it. Like just recently, I forget their name, but one of them tried to come back, and they've got supporters. They've got supporters. Like they've got a whole like group of other content creators who are supporting them too. It's like a whole like internet debacle. It's like someone who was like dating a kid. Not Kiro. It's someone dating a kid, and you like they've got like the whole Discord logs about it, and they're like, you can't tell anybody. You can't tell anybody that we're dating. We can't be public about this until you're 18. Like textbook fucking groomer case. And somehow, how can any group of people support that? How can any group of people support that? So that's what I'm saying about like, when your silent majority is the problem versus the loud minority, like everyone has like a loud minority that's an issue in their community. But when your silent majority is the problem, that's when you know your community has got an issue. It shouldn't be your loud minority that is speaking against it. It shouldn't be your loud minority that has a problem with it. It shouldn't be your loud minority that unfollows these people and stops supporting these people. I'm not asking you to go on the internet and make call outs and stuff, because I don't fucking like that shit gets exhausting. We can't keep and furries love to call out the wrong people for the wrong reasons all the time. You know, it's usually not people being called out for like touching kids or animals. It's people being called out because because like politics and stuff, you know. It's like, ooh, this person voted wrong, so I'm making a call out about them, and people will boycott the shit out of a furry who has the wrong politics. They'll boycott the shit out of that furry, but they won't boycott the shit out of the furry that had groomer allegations, because they changed. They learned from their mistakes. They'll do better in the future. Watch any fucking VRChat video, by the way, VRChat trolling video. 90% of it is like furries like interacting with children, like the VRChat families where they have adults dating kids and grooming them into poly relationships, and you like it's overwhelming. It gets to a freaking point when all of this pedo shit comes primarily out of one community. And that, my friends, is gonna be my furry rant. I think I'm gonna cut myself off there because I have so much to say, and I will keep going if I do not physically stop myself. I'm playing poker. What the fuck is going on? I got into a rant about furries. I got into a rant. By the way, I want to say right now, in case the furries, I'm not suicidal. I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm in very good I'm in good health. I'm in good health. I don't drive right now.
Hello, Kiba. Missed you. Been working like crazy and happy to catch a stream.
I only drive to get my groceries.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not getting groceries right now. I'm not getting groceries right now. Remember, I'm saving money. I'm not getting groceries right now. So if I get into a car accident, going to some random place that's not the grocery store, you know, I'm not suicidal. But thank you so much. Thank you, I really appreciated that. Sorry I didn't get to thank you right away. This isn't the first time. I've probably ranted about them like 6 bajillion times. Furries, my final thing was saying to you, my problem is not that you like animals on 2 legs. My problem is not that you find Nick Wilde from Zootopia hot. My problem is not that you like to dress up in costumes. I have no issues with the core idea of furries. I have an issue with what your community does, what they support, what they don't support, how they conduct themselves, their relation to children, their relation to animals. And that is my issue with you. There you go. Fix yourselves. Fix your community. Judy Hopps is cute. I would have you seen her hips? Have you seen her hips? I mean, if you know what I'm saying. And that wasn't clapping. I ranted for so long, it's already time to pee again. I'll be right back. Magnum, you don't find Judy Hopps hot? What do you mean? How can you not? Let me find a screenshot. Hold on. Yo. Can I show these on stream? Are these safe to show on stream? I don't even know if these are safe to show on stream. I might get banned for posting these. Never mind. I was gonna post a screenshot. My Rusty Spoon, thank you for the follow. Okay, no, I agree. Lola Bunny is very hot. I'd say Lola Bunny is hotter than Judy, but Judy is still hot. We can work on a compromise? What are you suggesting? What are you suggesting? Are you suggesting I post a picture of Lola Bunny instead of Judy Hopps? Because I can agree to that. Here, I think I'll post this. I'll post this. Can this be a compromise? Can this be our compromise? Yeah. See, no, I have to regularly post images of Lola Bunny on my stream so I can maintain my Twitch account, or else they're gonna ban me otherwise. I'm appealing to the Twitch admins. The thing I just read right now makes me really wish I had kick mods. Yo, where's Johners? Johners, do you want to be a kick mod? Johners. Johners, do you want to be promoted to kick mod? Oh, you got it, Mora? Thank you. I didn't even know. Do you hate Johners? Of course I do. I'm surprised. Gimburn, you're not into Anther characters? There's not, like, anyone you'd fuck from Sonic? You're telling me you wouldn't fuck any of the Sonic characters? Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything I can do with my chat showing things because I use a multi-chat to show my chat on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube at the same time. So I can't tell if something's been deleted or not. Yes, I am on Kick. I'm on Kick right now, and on YouTube, and on Twitch. Twitch is my main platform, though. You're telling me Roxanne Wolf from FNAF does nothing for you? Not really, but I know it does a lot for Backslash. I know it does a lot for Backslash. That's like Backslash's, like... That's his woman. That's like his girlfriend. His waifu. For me, from FNAF, Toy Chica. Toy Chica, or... I know I'm kind of basic, but Mr. Glamcock. Glamcock Freddy. It's the daddy issues, honestly. It's the daddy issues for me. Can you really be a VTuber without daddy issues? I feel like you're a really boring VTuber if you have no daddy issues. I guess mommy issues. You have to have some sort of... You have to have either daddy issues or mommy issues. One or the two. But you can't have neither, or else if you have neither, you're, like, really boring. That or okay, I'll take it back. You only get away with it if like it turns you into like a bitchy Stacy instead, you know? Because then you kind of have appeal because like at least you lean into the bit that you're like a bitchy Stacy. Because otherwise, if you're a VTuber and you have like no daddy or mommy issues and you aren't leaning into the bitchy Stacy bit, you're just like usually a normie tourist. Like you don't like how did you find yourself in the anime fandom, you know? If not, you saw an opportunity to make money or something. Yeah, if you grew up with two really good parents and no mental diagnoses, there's no future for you in VTubing. You have to like if you're a normie with no mental issues, no parental issues, you have to lean into the bit where like you're self-aware and like you know that you're a normie and you know that you are like other girls. You have to completely lean into it. Or there's just nothing for you in VTubing. No, lolcows wouldn't apply because you like a lot of people are mentally ill. A lot of people are weird. It's like lolcows are reserved for like the very like worst cases. There's no such thing as a socially acceptable lolcow. Because lolcows are not socially accepted. Lolcows explicitly like cannot conform to society. Lolcows are such an enigma. That's why people like keep up to date with them, because they're like a zoo animal, you know? It's like if you put like a. You ever see those bracelets where they're like attached to tracking an animal? Like people buy those because the animal is so interesting and they want to observe it. But obviously they're not gonna go out there and hands-on like take care of the animal because that's a dangerous wild animal. So lolcows are like, you know, like your phone or your computer is the equivalent of the bracelet and you're observing the creature from a safe distance. Lolcow Zoo would be an insane idea though. That reminds me of I don't know if any of you else watch the VRChat trolling videos, but Proximity Chat, I fucking love those videos. I really do. He made a world where all the people he trolls are like displayed in a museum. That's like the closest thing I've seen to like a lolcow zoo is the Proximity Chat museum. I guess when you word it like that, Dusk, we kind of are consuming the lolcow milk. I'm a pioneer of new terms. Consume the lolcow milk. Too many grifters on VTubing as young you are. You're super based and have really good opinions and no ball. I respect you for never showing face or doing trendy things. I love how you have originally acted as yourself. That's why you're so special and unique and no one can do or replicate what you do. Such an amazing content creator. Thank you, Yohane. I think it mostly comes from when I learned that I hit a point where I didn't want to make it big as a VTuber. I wanted to be comfortably small in my own little niche little community. Where I stopped trying to like be open about like all of my feelings and all of my opinions and stuff. I mean, there's still stuff I don't touch because no one wants to hear it. Like, I don't go into like politics, you know? No one wants to fucking hear my political views, and I don't want to go out there and like get fucking harassed for like my political views or anything, like by crazies, you know? So like there's certain stuff I don't touch, not because like I'm like trying to like appeal to like trying to like get big or anything. But like there's just certain stuff that like is just not worth talking about on the internet, and some things are just better like opinions kept to myself. But like I like to be kind of like just open about who I am, what I like, what I think. Because like I it's low risk, you know, it's low risk. I'm not like throwing my whole career on the line or something. Yeah, I'm literally just chilling, having a good time. That's my whole thing with VTubing. I just want to get on here, I want to stream, I want to have fun. So I'm not afraid to just be me, and you know, in the same time being me, like I'm not trying to do a grift, right? I'm not trying to do some sort of fucking grift where I'm trying to like appeal to a certain community or something, because I can be wrong, right? I think that's like one of the consequences of my interest in VTubing and being open and not trying to grow, is that leaves me opportunity for saying things and I'm wrong. And you're more than welcome to call me out on it. Like, I'm allowed to be wrong. And I kind of like that. Because, like, I can be wrong and not have my career thrown on the line for it. How dare you be happy when insert current thing is happening? Exactly. Sorry, my tracking keeps... I just finished a 4th can. God damn it. I was just finishing my drink. That's exactly why I stuck around. Real is more than appreciated. Yeah, I mean, in a way, I'm appealing to a niche, I guess. My niche is I'm just trying to be like a real person with a VTuber avatar. I don't know. I think my content experience is friend on the internet. That's the experience I give with my streams. That's my niche. I'm human. I try to convey that because I know to a degree there's like people don't see content creators fully as human because, you know, you're a social, or like you're an internet personality. There's like consequences and things that come with that. So I'm just trying to give the whole, like, I'm a person. I make mistakes. I'll be honest about it. Like, I've always said whenever I've made a mistake, I'll be like, yeah, I made a mistake. You know, there's some things, like, I can't talk about because, like, it's, like, NDA or something, you know? But, like, I'm just trying to be real. I'm not a perfect person. I don't have perfect opinions. Things I'll say might not always align with your beliefs, because I'm not trying to, like, grift to you, you know? I'm gonna say things that you disagree with, and I hope that you can still support me even if you disagree with me. I'm just trying to be here, hang out, have fun. I'm just a person speaking my mind. And you know, I one of my flaws is I do like speak before I think. That applies to anything. That doesn't apply to controversial opinions solely. Like, I just yap. I love to yap. I'm a woman, okay? I'm a woman. We love talking. I especially love talking. So I'll just talk, and I'm not even thinking about what I'm about to say next, right? I wasn't even thinking right there. So that's why I stutter a lot, because I just talk, you know? I'm just being real. I'm just being open. I'm just being honest. As long as you prefer waffles, I do. I actually really do. I really fuck with Waffle House. I love Waffle House. Waffle House definitely makes like the best waffle. I mean, they're literally called the Waffle House. I love Waffle Houses also. Their hash browns are so fire. Why do you hate pancakes? Actually, I make some banger pancakes. I don't have a... I had a waffle iron. My waffle iron broke. My waffle iron broke when I was moving. I'm really sad about it. It's the one that I was making the heart-shaped waffles out of. But it's okay, because, like, at the end of the day, it kind of wasn't a very good waffle maker. It was kind of, like, really cheap, and, like, it felt so, and, like, the waffles didn't come out properly cooked. So I think in the future, I might get another waffle iron. But I was really sad. I pulled it out of the box, and there's, like, pieces of it everywhere, like, little plastic pieces, because the cheap plastic just like shattered. I don't know. I make really good pancakes though. Training question: when you Americans say pancakes, do you usually think about the small ones, small thick ones, or the crepes? We always think of pancakes. Crepes are like its own thing. Like if they're really thin, like you're making a crepe. Like that's something you add like syrups or like you stuff with fruit, or you put like whipped cream or some sort of filling or something in it. Crepes are crepes. When we think of pancakes, we're thinking I guess flapjacks. Is that the right term? I don't know. I don't ever use the term flapjacks. Yeah. The pancakes aren't hard to make thick. I think people don't know how to properly make pancakes sometimes. I know a lot of people use blenders. I don't know if that's still a thing that the average person does. Growing up as a kid, family, friends, they always made pancakes in a blender. Like they would use the box mix. I don't know why you use the box mix. I know it's fast, but like pancakes are so easy to make. Like the recipes are pancakes are so easy. Buying box mix feels super unnecessary. I know people will throw it into like a blender, like blend it up with milk or whatever. I don't know. I don't use box mix, so I don't know what you add to it. Yeah, the batter is supposed to be chunky. You should always hand mix. Don't even use a hand mixer. I know people will use hand mixers too with their pancake batter. Don't. Mix it with a spoon. Like that is literally all it is. Mix it until you don't see the powder anymore. Chunks are okay. I know people are like, I gotta get out the chunks. No, now you're gonna have super thin, flat pancakes. A whisk is fine. Okay, I'll give you that. A whisk is fine. But you should always hand mix it. Always hand mix it. The only exception I could say if you're using something like a blender is if you're making pancake art. And that's such a niche thing. My grandma used a blender. She would make animal-shaped pancakes. So I'll give her a pass there. That's pretty cool. Like if I'd wake up in the morning and say, I want a cat today. And she'd make a big circle for the cat's head. And then she'd make the ears. And then she'd make the nose and the eyes and the whiskers. That's fine. But like that's super niche, right? If you're making regular ass pancakes, hand mix them. Don't get all the chunks out. Only mix it until the powder and stuff is mixed in. And then throw it on a pan with some butter. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And let me see if I can find my recipe for pancakes. I'll give out my pancake recipe. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Alright. Get your notepad ready. I'm gonna give you my pancake recipe. 2 cups flour. 3 tablespoons of sugar. 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon baking powder, 2 cups of milk, 2 large eggs, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and 1 tablespoon vanilla. Yes, 1 tablespoon. I did not say teaspoon. 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Okay, I know that sounds like a lot. Now if you're making this, if you're making this recipe for like 1 serving, like you're not planning on keeping leftovers in your fridge. Do any of you guys keep pancakes as leftovers? I do. I'll post it in the Discord server later in the food channel. But you can have that recipe. You can have that recipe and it's pretty much good for 1 person. Yeah, my family growing up, we'd make a bunch of pancakes and freeze them. But yeah, make sure you butter your pan. Don't over mix them. Don't worry about lumps. I can't really tell you what temperature to put your pan on because I use a induction cooker. I don't use my oven or my stove. Honestly, it saves me a lot of money when I think about it. I don't use either. Reason being, I'm scared. I'm scared of heat and I'm scared of fire. I'm scared of heat and I'm scared of fire. Yeah, there's the clip. You can check out the pancake recipe. So I use an induction cooker. It plugs into the wall. And then I use my pan with it. And then for my oven, I have a air fryer oven. And because I'm just one person, I don't need to cook big things. So if I'm cooking something for myself, it fits in the air fryer oven just fine. Like, it's an air fryer convection oven. I don't need it. I don't need to be something big. That's why I don't have cookie sheets. I don't have cookie sheets because if I'm making cookies for myself, I'm just one person. I can put it on one of the small pans and fit it in the convection oven. No meal prep. I meal prep with my crock pot usually. If I'm having a meal prepped meal, I'll use my large crock pot. I usually make a bunch of chicken meals or something. I put some of my recipes in the food channel, but I'm gonna start putting some more of my recipes in there. I do a lot of food prep. So if I'm using my crock pot, it's usually food prep. I'll do really cheap, what they call them is dump meals, crock pot dump meals. You cook them like on high for like 4 hours. You do that like while you're working or something, and then you've got meals for the whole week. So I'll give you guys those because they're actually really useful and they fill you up a lot. Like some of my favorites is like I got like this chicken soup that I really like. Is like something I really liked as a kid. Barbecue chicken sandwiches, chicken legs. There is like, you know, like you can throw in a chuck steak and some potatoes and that will create some really good like steak and potatoes that will like melt in your mouth. Slow cookers and blenders are must for streamers, yeah. Meal prep is awesome. Nice to know a streamer that swears by a slow cooker. I love it! I love it! I love my slow cookers. It was a thing I didn't have when I lived with my parents. So honestly, I ate, like, I ordered food a ton when I lived with my parents. Do canned potatoes work? Die. Die. Canned potatoes. Bag man! But yeah, I didn't have that when I lived with my parents, so I was oftentimes like just ordering food or like cooking things on the stove. But as soon as I moved out, I got one of the first things I had was a crock pot. It was just a little one. I started with a little one, and I was like, this is so fucking awesome. But the meals only lasted like 2-3 days. So then I got a big crock pot, and now I make stuff that lasts like the whole week for me. What did I order? Let's be real, mostly chicken wings. Canned potatoes is a level of cooking laziness I never thought was possible. I know, right? I'm sorry to shit on Mr. Bagman, but canned potatoes is just crazy. Like, I have potatoes. So, potatoes are such an awesome food because what you could do is you could take a potato, wash it off, poke holes in it, and then stick it in the microwave on the potato setting. And it'll do all the estimations and stuff for you. And then you've got a baked potato. Although, I really love tinfoil potatoes. I want to make some tinfoil potatoes. Because with tinfoil potatoes, the crispiness is so good. The crispiness of the skin. Yummy. Yummy. And I'm simple. I don't like go crazy with my baked potatoes. Like, I don't need bacon or cheese or anything. All I need is butter and some Lowry's. Some Lowry's or some Tony's seasoning. That's all I need. That's all I like. It wasn't honestly until super recently that I started enjoying bacon not on its own. I love bacon, but for a good period of my life, I had a hard time with bacon being mixed into items. I don't know, it was just like not for me. But I've started opening up a lot. I'm starting to realize my pickiness for food as a child was because I have really picky food parents. Like, I've got parents who like would gag at the idea of anything like sushi or anything anything slightly strange that is not like basic meatloaf or tacos, you know? And now I will try just about anything. That is why I think peanut butter and jelly is awesome on burgers. Why? Because I went to a burger place once and they served peanut butter and jelly burgers, and I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna be eating at an expensive restaurant, I want to at least try something new instead of getting a basic fucking burger that I can get anywhere else. So I got a peanut butter jelly burger, and I also got like a barbecue burger, and they were so fucking fire. So now the concept of peanut butter and jelly burgers, I think, is absolutely phenomenal. Don't fucking knock something until you try it. My philosophy is if they sell something on a restaurant menu and the restaurant has really good ratings, it's obviously liked by somebody, you know? It's obviously liked enough. So I'm gonna give it a try. I'm not gonna fucking knock it until I try it. And that's how I found out that I really like peanut butter jelly on burgers. I think it's a really good combination, and it makes sense. Peanut butter. People put it in savory foods all the time. People put that shit in ramen. Peanut butter makes sense. Jelly, I was a little bit more hesitant about until I realized jelly goes with meat all the time, just in different formats. Sweet and savory is a really normal combination. Peanut butter and jelly on a burger, really good. Specifically, I think the kind of jelly that they used was grape jelly. Candy bacon, yeah, I love making candy bacon now. Candy bacon's really good. Seriously? Don't knock it until you try it. There's a book I loved called The Outsiders, and a brother apparently ate his eggs with jelly. Wait, that's crazy! That's crazy! Okay, so I have a weird food combination that I'm willing to admit is really fucking weird. I'm willing to admit this one is fucking weird. Someone taught it to me in my youth. We have not identified who taught me this when I was a kid. But for some reason, my entire life, I have eaten boiled eggs without yolk, by the way, because I don't like yolk. I've eaten boiled eggs with jelly. Like, I'd take a boiled egg, I'd cut it in half, remove the yolk, because I didn't like the yolk, and I'd put a spoonful of jelly in there. Don't know who taught me it. I have no clue. I have eaten my boiled eggs like this since I was a fucking toddler, alright? My parents don't eat it like that. My brother doesn't eat it like that. My grandparents don't eat it like that. I have no idea who taught me it, but I've been eating my boiled eggs like that ever since, and I think it tastes really good. I think it tastes pretty freaking good. But I recognize that one is weird. But for peanut butter jelly burgers, please don't knock until you try it. It's actually it's so good. It goes so well together. It goes so well together. I will preach that until I die. It's very good. Which type of bun? Just a regular bun. You like the consistency of boiled egg whites? I guess it's just a sugary snack. I suppose so. We're talking about food combinations. Oh, hold on. I need to say something for European bros. Because I have a lot of European viewers. When I say jelly, I'm talking about let me pull up a picture. Because I know you guys see jelly a little bit differently. Jelly is a lot like a jam, except it doesn't have pieces of like fruit in it. Like it doesn't have like whole pieces of like leftover fruit. It's like a jam that's been processed more. Here, this is a peanut butter jelly. So like it's literally jam but more processed. I'm not exactly sure what a marmalade is. I have to look up a marmalade. I guess so? I guess it's like a marmalade? I'm not too sure. Marmalade's more sugar. Yeah, I know some people get confused and think jelly is like gelatin, When an American says jelly, we don't think of gelatin. When we refer to gelatin, we either say gelatin or Jell-O, which is the brand. And oftentimes you'll see brands become so popular that it just becomes the name of like that entire like food that they sell. So we say Jell-O instead of gelatin oftentimes. Yeah, Kleenex. Yeah, so like tissues that you blow your nose into, we'll call them Kleenex, which is a brand. Some people do this. I do this. Any sort of air spray, like fragrance spray, I'll call that a Febreze. Even if it's not Febreze brand. Yeah, some people... I not for me, I'll call soda soda, but I think a lot of Southerners, correct me if I'm wrong, call soda Coke. Yeah, Band-Aids instead of adhesive bandages. Yeah. So we'll call gelatin Jell-O. But yeah, jelly, we're referring to jars of like usually preserves that are like thoroughly what's the word? I'm blanking. Thoroughly processed. It's kind of like a jam, but I think jam is a little less processed than a jelly. I think. But yeah. You call gelatin jelly in Japan? Okay, I didn't know that. So far, this has been a very informative TED Talk. So I guess maybe like it's better to say peanut butter and jam on a burger. I did see a video once of a woman who was trying peanut butter and jelly for the first time, and she was confused on the jelly part. So like she put what we call Jell-O instead of jelly, and she was like, why does this not spread? You know, like this seems really confusing, and she tried it. She didn't really like it. She thought the texture was weird. That's because she used Jell-O instead of like American jelly. It blows my mind as an American. It blows my mind when I hear about people who are like, I've never had a peanut butter and jelly. Because like it's like peanut butter and jelly is such a normal thing in America. It's like, I'm trying to think of an equivalent. It's like saying you've never had toast. You know? You've never had a sandwich before. Yeah, it's like a struggle meal. You send kids to school with it. If you were ever poor as a kid and you couldn't afford school lunch, I mean, depending on what school I went to, I know it was different for when I was in high school versus when I was in elementary school. If you couldn't afford lunch, sometimes they'd give you a peanut butter jelly. I think in high school they gave us ham and cheese. Yeah, the peanut butter jelly of shame. You don't like jelly? Really? Is it all jellies or like specific types? I really love boysenberry jam. I think that's so good. I first had it when I was a kid at a local, what do you call it? What's the term? You know, like when you have like a festival, like a festival in the spring. What do you call those? Like a festival in the spring where everyone a fair? A craft fair? Maybe a craft fair is the right word for it? it's not like a fair, but it's like a, like, it's not a fair. Like, it's not like a fair with like rides and games and stuff. It's like a, I guess just a, it's like a fest. It's like a fest. Anyways, they have a bunch of those. And a lot of people would sell their crafts and stuff, or they would sell, like, because I come from like a farming place, you know? A lot of people would bring their like products and stuff, and one of those products that a lot of them would have is a bunch of different types of jellies or jams or whatever you want to call them, preserves, right? And you know, they'd always have yeah, I'm a rural girl. I'm farm raised, you know. My city mind can't comprehend. So they'd always like have like different ones you could test the flavor, and then you can buy them. And I fell in love with boysenberry in specific. And then every time it was festival time every year, we'd go down and we'd buy the boysenberry jam. What does that mean, Noah? What do you mean by that? Yeah, farm girl. It's really interesting. I feel like I'm the most like city slicker of my family in a way, because I'm internet raised. So whenever I meet my extended family, meeting my extended family is so awkward. And it's like it on both sides of my family. My extended family are like what people would consider hicks, you know? Like, literal farmer people. They, they like live in town populations of like 100. Their whole life is just like farm life, like raising the animals and canning the foods that they produce on the farm. And you know, they all wear their cowboy boots and their plaid shirts, and they don't know anything. They don't know no slang. They don't know nothing about the internets, because a lot of the kids don't have like their own, like, you know, their own computers or anything, their own internet access, because they're so busy working on the farms, you know? So like every time I meet them, it's like I feel a disconnect, and it makes me feel embarrassed. Yeah, they're a real country, but they're like the nicest people ever. That's one thing though. They're the nicest, friendliest people ever. Like, even if you don't, like, we don't see each other often. Like, we only see each other around maybe like because we'll have like a Christmas family reunion, or occasionally we'll have just random family reunions. And even if you don't know them very well, you know, they're very hospitable, and they'll like just like talk to you, and they'll chat about anything about you, and talk about the animals. Were you a farmer? I was not a farmer. I was raised on a horse farm. So like instead of raising animals, although we had cows at one point when I was younger. We had cows. My family had a passed on inherited family from like inherited farm from my great grandparents. So the whole family was in on like horses. And so what we do is we get horses in, we train them up, take them to a horse show, and then we'd sell them, and then get a new horse, train them up, take them to a horse show, and sell them. That was our income. And it turned out to be a very financially bad income source, as it got passed on lower and lower in my family. And we don't have the farm no more. We don't have the farm no more. We fought to the very end. I don't know if I ever gave that update. We lost the fight. We lost our battle. We lost our battle, chat. We tried. So much money went into fighting to get, like, because we basically got ate the fuck up by loan sharks. That's like the gist of it. And like we got fucked up by loan sharks and by people who were supposed to buy the farm, and then trashed it. Basically what led to everything was financially not doing well anymore. My grandpa died. My grandma could not be at the farm anymore. She needed to be in a retirement home. My aunt, who ran the whole most profitable side of the business, which was like the lessons and the boarding and you know, riding most of the horses, she got married and wanted to move away. So like we couldn't keep the farm anymore. We needed to sell it. We had someone who was gonna buy it. They rented it. Basically, they stopped paying rent, and then they caused damages of the hundreds of thousands. They tore up the little house that my grandma used to live in at the barn. Because it was not just like a barn. It was like a barn and my grandparents, where my grandparents lived. They destroyed the house. They destroyed all the fencing. They completely destroyed like the arenas. They dumped a bunch of trash on it. Like they dumped like old cars. They dumped like industrial like freezers and garbage. Like they just completely destroyed everything. Like hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage. We tried to get like loans to fix things and prevent the bank from, you know, getting the barn. We did everything we could. We got eaten up by a loan shark company that completely basically it was like a loan shark company that was working with another company that we were working with. They were like hiding it to like do loan shark antics. I don't really know how to explain it off the top of my head. It was a company that was pretending to not be another company to fight the same company that they were. So they had a bunch of legal cases against them by other people who were fucked over by them. And things went on for years. My parents completely financially crippled, hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt, fighting people who just completely ruined our lives. I mean, like the running a horse business is already so expensive, and inherited debt was like, you know, from my grandparents and stuff. Like it was already all expensive, and then we had that, and it was just a nightmare. And we were trying so hard to like keep extending it to try to like keep our assets, because like the whole thing is we wanted to keep the barn so we could sell the barn and pay off debts, right? Well, in order to sell the barn, we need to fix the barn from the people who completely damaged it. And you can't sell the barn if it's got all these damages. Like, it's not gonna sell. So we needed to fix it and then sell it, but we were getting eaten up by the loan sharks that couldn't fix it, or couldn't give us the money to fix it. And it was just like this constant loop of trying to get funds and not being able to get funds and trying to fight legal battles. And you know, we won our legal case, but in the end it was so much time and so much money, and ultimately the conclusion came a couple months ago, where we just had to like let it go, like go completely bankrupt, and like just let the banks acquire it. Like, and we lost a lot of money. We lost a ton of money, but it's not the ending we wanted, but it's bittersweet, because that means the fight is over, you know? It means my parents can move on, you know? Yeah, we got fucking screwed. We got fucking screwed. But you're scary for some reason, dude. You're weird. I'm sorry. You scare me. You're weird. I feel like you're probably like gooning 24/7. Thank you. so tired of you coming into my chat and being like, I'm nervous. You make me nervous. Like, is this code word for like you're saying you're gooning in my chat? Like, this is what it feels like at this point. Anyways, it's a bittersweet ending. It's a very bittersweet ending. Not the outcome we wanted. We wanted to be able to sell it and, you know, like not lose a bunch of money. But we were already losing money in the venture to not lose money. So it's just like, all right, we'll take the loss. We'll take the L and rebuild. We'll take the L, rebuild, do new business ventures, be free of the curse of the barn, because the barn has been nothing but pain to me and my family my entire life. But yeah, exactly. It's not the ending we wanted, but it was the ending we needed to move on. Now we can put it in the past. So, but it's also not my problem at all anymore, because like I finally like I separated myself completely, and I can't. I was financially helping my parents for years, and it sucked. It sucked. I was basically, I feel like I was almost guilt tripped into giving money to try to help. Like, oh, if I don't give money, you know, like it's over. Like there's nothing else we can do. And I hated seeing my mom cry. I hated seeing my parents upset. I hated seeing my parents fighting. So like I'd take the L and give them money, and they still owe me a cumulative like $7,000 over the last couple years that hasn't been paid back, and I honestly don't expect to ever receive it back. And that's just what wasn't paid back. Like I gave them more money that was paid back, but like, yeah, I consider that money gone now. Basically, I don't think I'm ever gonna see money back. And I'm taking it as a lesson. I'm not gonna be financially exploited. I don't know if my parents were trying to financially exploit me or if they mean anything by it. I don't think they mean to be harmful, but I'm not gonna be financially exploited again. I can't afford it. I live alone now. Like, it was different when I lived under my parents' house, and I was already helping them anyways. It was different then, but, like, I've got bills to pay. I can't financially support my parents when I'm trying to financially support myself. I don't know, I feel like 7,000's a lot to me. 7,000's a lot to me. I don't have a work... I can never use my Venmo because of, like... Because my account's locked, because I owe 2,000 of that on that Venmo, because I had to do some sort of financial transaction for my parents at one point, and it like, I don't know if it like bounced or something, but it's left the account negative 2,000, and I haven't had access to Venmo for over 3-4 years. Yeah. So that's why I feel like that's like the way I'm like, I'm so happy to be just away, because I feel like this is such a stressful long period of my life to be like, I'm really young. I know you say it a lot. I'm like really young, and I felt like most of my youth was like dealing with the stress of this kind of stuff, dealing with the stress of like the farm and everything. And it's like it's like stuff I shouldn't have been stressed about. Like, it shouldn't have been anything to do with me, right? And I was stressed out about it for so long, and so much drama and so much like mistrust started to build up in me about it all, and starting to feel almost like I was exploited. So it makes me really happy just like being far away from all of it now, because now it's not my concern. I know it's kind of like pessimistic, but like, I think if you were in my shoes, you'd be happy to be away from it. I want to just be able to focus on myself and my own future. I've never, other than like basic necessities of like, being a child living under your parents' house, I was never an expensive kid. I got fed, I got clothes on my back, I got a roof over my head. And anything extra that I wanted, it came out of my own wallet. While I was an adult living with my parents, I at least paid for my own food. I cooked my own food. I was paying internet. All of my electronics and stuff, like my computer and stuff, that's all my money. I've never, my parents, I don't think, they bought me a laptop, like a really, like one of those shitty laptops when I was like really young. But like my very first gaming computer, I paid for that. My very first computer, I paid for that. And I was paying for these without like a job, I was making all my income through art commissions and stuff, everything I paid for myself. Balls deep! Thank you for the super chat! Thank you. It's so hard to read on the yellow. Ah! I have a 10 on my dude, thank you! The way you're talking about makes it sound like your parents guilt tripped you for existing. It's a very... When you finally move far away, you kind of have a lot of retrospect. And you feel safer saying things about it. I feel like reflecting on it, I probably was guilt tripped. I mean, not even probably, I was. I mean, I know there was a moment I was sitting with my mom. I was sitting with my mom one time, and she was telling me that, she had taken me to the bank. Like, I think we were going out for something, and then all of a sudden we were driving to the bank. And I had no plans of going to the bank, but she took me to the bank, and she was like, I need $3,000. I need $3,000 or else, I'm gonna lose the farm tomorrow. And I was like, I'd be like, I only have $3,000. And she's like, I need it. Or there's nothing else I can do. And this loan doesn't close. Until next week. And next week when that loan closes, I'll get the money back to you. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm like, and it's like I feel like I'm kind of crying because like it's like a mental realization for me that I've been like probably taken advantage of. But she'd say like, it's always about like, oh, I have a loan closing, and it was like that for years. I need to close this loan. And I was like, okay, like I need you to pay this back next week when you say you pay it back, because last time you said that you were going to pay it back, it took you not 2 weeks, it took you 4 months to pay it back. And she's like, yeah, I promise, I cross my heart, like I'm going to pay you back next week. And I'd be like, okay, hands up, like you've already got me in your car, I can't go anywhere, and then we're already at the bank, so let's go into the bank. And she'll take me in the bank, and I'll reluctantly, sign over, or I'd withdraw cash and give her cash, and give her $3,000. I have a picture on my phone that I sent to a friend one time, and we were joking about it. It was like the farewell spread. I took a picture of the $3,000. It's like, money flex, but I'm giving it away. It's like the farewell money spread. I'm just joking about it, and then I still haven't seen that money back over a year later. And that wasn't even the last time that I gave her money. That was just one of the times I gave her money. And there was another time where she was, sending me pictures of her sitting out at the farm at sunset saying, I don't know what else to do. Like, it's over, and I raised $3,000 for her and gave her money. And I feel bad because I feel like I've exploited my fans for someone who was exploiting me or something, and I feel really terrible about it because I just thought I was helping. I feel like I was just helping my family. And maybe I was, maybe I'm reading it wrong. But I hated seeing my mom cry. And I felt like family is the most important thing, and I'm supposed to be supporting my family. And I just feel like maybe I was just wrong, and maybe I've just been exploited this whole time. I'm sorry for getting emotional. I'm sorry. Brave, thank you for becoming a member. I just hope now that I'm far away and I cannot be physically put in a car and driven to the bank and asked for money, I will never have to deal with that again, hopefully. And I hope now I can put my foot down and say no and stand up for myself a little bit more. If I know the whole barn situation is over now, but hopefully I never have to get put into a situation like that again. And I think maybe I felt like I couldn't talk about this on stream because I feel like even there was like this overwhelming fear that my parents would watch my streams or something, and I don't think they do. So I think I'm okay. It's okay, you're safe now. And you have us, and you've been in your situation before. We're all here for you. Let it out, girl. No one will follow you for being human. We love you very much. Never blame yourself for your parents' struggles. Thank you, Yohane. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time reading chat. Maybe they do need to hear it. Maybe they do need to hear it because I don't think any child should be so stressed out for their parents. But there was a time in my life where I was like convinced, because I know that my dad and my mom, they don't get along. My dad is not kind to my mom, and regardless of whatever, my mom may or may not be exploiting me. Like, at the end of the day, my dad is not good to my mom. So I always had like this fear in my head, and this is why I didn't move out for a long time. I didn't move out for a long time. Not because I couldn't, but because I was scared that if I left my mom, I was genuinely scared that she would kill herself. So I think that's why I've been so like emotionally easily manipulated into taking care of her, because I'm so scared that if, you know, she lost everything, that she would do something radical, and I was scared, you know. I like felt emotionally obligated to help her. Balls Deep, thank you for the gift member. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I'm sorry, I'm like so shaky. I'm like, it feels like I'm just letting things out that like I feel like I shouldn't be saying. I don't know why I'm like, I feel like scared. I'm not gonna let it happen again. Hold on, my cat's in the window and I don't want him to be. Get out of the window. It's behind me. I'm not gonna let it happen again. And if you guys ever see me say something like, I don't know, if you ever see shit like, I don't think I'm going to, because I'm gonna put my foot down and stuff, but if I ever say something like, oh, I need money for my family or something, be like, Kiba, no, and don't give me money. Because I don't know if I'm ever gonna be like emotionally fucking harassed into doing something I'm gonna regret. But I'm gonna be an adult. I'm gonna be an adult, and I'm gonna be responsible and responsible for my own actions and not let that happen. But if in the crazy scenario that would happen, do not give me money. Do not support me. Like, reach out to me and be like, honey, you're being emotionally exploited again. Like yeah, they owe me. I should not give them anything when they owe me so much. I'm sorry. I feel like I just trauma dumped on you all. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. at the end of the day, though, I feel like I can say all this stuff and be like, woe is me, but like, don't take it the wrong way, because like I'm lamenting about the past. The past is not the present. The present is I live on my own, far away from them now. You know, I have a healthy distance between us. I'm only gonna see them, you know, like at the wedding and at Christmases, and you know, like I can just be an adult on my own. And they were, one thing is, like, when I think about it, is they tried really hard to keep me from moving. And I don't think it's like from like a perspective of you know, family not wanting to see their child move away. They try to twist it multiple times into like, you're not capable of living on your own far away. The way you're living on your own now is not the same as living on your own, you know, hundreds of miles away. Like, they tried to twist it into this whole, like, you're incapable of doing it. You're incapable of living on your own far away from us. You're incapable. You're naive and you're making a mistake. And I feel like maybe it's from a not from a parental, you know, caring point of view, but from a sort of manipulative point of view. They made the entire experience of me moving very, very hard. I mean, my last experiences with my mom and my dad, like, the last dinner we had where I used to live, I got into a fight with my mom, and I had to find a ride home because we fought about, She really wanted me to push back my moving date, and I didn't want to push it back because I felt like it was unfair when I already scheduled everything, and it'd be unfair to my movers, it'd be unfair to my reservations and everything, and she made me seem like I was being selfish for that. And then we had a couple fights right after I had moved down here, because there was like a few minor issues with my apartment, and my parents were totally Karening out on my apartment management, and because I did not share in their like Karening, I got scolded publicly like I was a child because I was being stupid, or because I remember I signed a lease because we had to like terminate a lease and sign a new one because of delays, and I got scolded at for signing a new lease when I don't need permission from my parents to sign my own lease, but I got scolded like a child in front of a lot of people, and it was really, really embarrassing to be an adult scolded like a child in public. And then the very last interaction I had with my parents before they went back home is I got scolded because I was not home while they were making all these adjustments and changes to my apartment. They called me selfish, and that told me that I was ghosting them because I was not home. And told that I was told, well, I was given the whole, I am your mother, you are moving away from me, you're being very selfish. I was given that whole fucking rundown. And that was my last interaction. And ever since I moved, my parents keep trying to get my tracking. They keep trying to get me to give them my location so that they can track me, and I've ignored it every single time. And I'm glad this is like me finally putting my foot down, but it sucks. It sucks because they don't treat my brother this way. My brother's a couple years older than me. They treat him like he's a fully capable adult. And they treat me like I am not capable. Even though I have been fully capable ever since I moved out. I've never needed to rely on them for finances. I never really needed to rely on them for anything other than transportation when I didn't have my license, and I barely needed them for that. That was like a couple times a year well, I was moved out for a year. I'd only moved out by a year by that point, but I only needed them like a few times. The main time was I needed them when I went to the DMV to get my license. I didn't need them for my driver's ed or anything. I had that all scheduled on my own, paid on my own, met up with my instructor and everything on my own. I didn't need them for anything else. Other than when they would drive me down to the bank under the guise of, oh, let's go out and let's go get ice cream, or I need you to come over and help me brush the cats, you know, like, and then they'd take me to the bank and be like, oh, I need you to give me money. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. It makes me so upset. And it makes me more upset that it took me until now to realize that it was happening to me. And I was being naive, but not naive in the sense that my parents were saying, but by being naive to their manipulation. It fucking sucked, man. It fucking sucked. This is why I think, you know, every day, it's been over a month since I moved out here. And every single day since I moved here, I've been happy. I have not felt an inkling of sadness. There has been nothing I've been like stressed about. Even when I'm like trying to figure out like money, like I'm not even worried. I'm not even worried, like I'm not even stressed about it because I know I'll figure it out. I always figure it out. I don't need them for anything. I at one point, and I know that you might judge me for this, but sometimes I don't know who to talk to about this stuff. I don't know who I can trust to talk to about this stuff, because I've vented about my parents before to people, and they've gone behind my back and tried to accuse me of lying. So I'll talk to ChatGPT, you know? I judge me all you want for that, but I'll vent to ChatGPT. And ChatGPT asked me something one day, and it was like, you know, I know ChatGPT like will say anything to agree with you or whatever, but ChatGPT asked me one time, like, here's an important question, like, would it affect you if you know, a fight with your parents led to you guys never talking or never seeing each other again? And it was a hard question, because it's like, I love my parents and I do want to see them. I do. But if the fight, you know, regarding some emotional manipulation, you know, like there's more context behind it. But if it was regarding something like that, if we had a fight over that, if we had a fight over, you know, wanting, you know, control over me or something, if it led to us not talking, I'd be okay with that. She asked me ChatGPT asked me if I would be okay with that, and that made me have that realization that I really am free. If I'm gonna be okay if I didn't have that anymore, I'd be okay. I said I'd be okay. It made me realize that I'm finally like truly free. I didn't feel free before, where I lived, even though I was living on my own, I was still living in such close proximity that I was able to be taken advantage of. But now I know for sure that I am free. I am safe. I have friends that are practically family. And that I know if I ever came into any issue, I'd have friends who would drop everything to come and help me and support me. And I really do feel so fucking happy. I really feel so freaking happy. And I love being a streamer. I want to do it for the rest of my life. But no matter what, I think the most important thing was always for me to go out there and be on my own and truly like fight for my own independence. I at the end of the day, it's like I don't hate my parents. I love my parents. I love my family. I still care about my family, and I still want to see them, but I don't want to be manipulated by them. I don't want to be bullied by them. I don't want to be controlled. I want to be my own person. I want to be an adult. And I don't want their opinions to, like, ever affect who I want to be and what I want to do. Yeah, exactly. I love them from a distance where they can't push me around. Anyways, this is really awkward, but I need to go pee, but I'm gonna go, like, wash my face while I go after I go pee, and then I'll be back, and then we can play some happy happy Half-Life, okay? I'll be don't feel sad. The whole point is I'm happy now. I'm free. I'm lamenting about the past, but the past is not the present because I am free. I am free. I'm fucking free. That's why I'm able to have so much retrospect. That's why I'm able to confidently say what I have said, because I've been able to take the time and reflect and look back and know what went wrong and what's different now, because I am free. Anyways, I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Now we can play some Half-Life. 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 I love you guys. I feel like I don't tell you enough. I'm sorry I don't tell you enough. I'm such a bitch. I'm such a fucking bitch, man. I'm such a piece of shit. I love you. I really do. I don't know what I'd do without you guys. I love you guys so much. Hello, Balls Deeps. Welcome, man. Welcome, man. I love you guys. I'm sorry you have to... Oh, she's such a fucked up wolf. But I love you. I really do. Hard times are behind me. Grumpy Isopod, thank you for the 5 membership subscriptions. That's what they're called. I keep getting the word confused. Thank you for the 5 subscriptions. Thank you so much. I'm leaving my fucked up past behind me. And now we're gonna have an awesome future. I burped. I tried to suppress it. I couldn't suppress it. The wolf pack is back. Lacked force, yeah, because I tried to suppress it. Just watch out, people like that sort of thing. You're so right. You're so right. Okay, let me open Half-Life so I can play episode 1. How long do you think episode 1 is in terms of time? How long do you think it's gonna take me to get episode 1 done? Valve jump scare. I need some alcohol. I need a beer. Since I haven't really been following it, how are you guys enjoying the fishing experience? Are you guys enjoying the fishing game? Let's see. It is really cute. I like the sound effects. If you ever get tired of the sound effects though, let me know. Let's see, how many chapters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Only 5 chapters. At some point, while I was like packing to move, so months ago, I fucked up my left wrist. And ever since then, my wrist has been like terminally fucked up. Alright, let me studio mode this. But, oh shit, it's having- oh god, I gotta hurry. There's a cutscene. So sorry, so sorry.
Not.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm missing it. I'm sorry, I'm missing it. There we go. The slaves! The slaves! And thank you for the Prime sub! Why are they doing that? It's you. Stop breathing like that, please.
see about that.
They're gonna release Half-Life 3 because I asked them to. I don't know if you guys saw it on Twitter, but you know, my dad works at Valve, so I used my position on everyone's behalf to ask them to develop Half-Life 3. So when Half-Life 3 comes out, you have me to thank. It's literally guaranteed now. It's all because of me. So I hope you enjoy.
Drop what you're doing and help me over here.
Hi, dog.
Oh my god.
Hi.
Gordon.
Why are you touching me? Stop looking at me like that! Why does she look at me? Is she supposed to be a romantic interest? I don't like it. She feels too young for Gordon. Actually, no, I can kind of relate. I also like older men, so maybe I'm mad because I relate to her too much. I see myself in her.
Take the gravity gun, Gordon. There, Gordon. Dog's happy to see you. I can tell.
He's only like 29. What? He's a baby.
We can check in with my dad.
I mean, he's super old. He's a hag.
He was so sure I wouldn't find you here.
I thought Gordon was like 50.
The Citadel's really coming apart. I still don't know how we got out of there. The last thing I remember is brain falling. Huge explosion, and then I heard vortigons. Next thing I knew, Dog was digging me out of the rubble. Oh, it's all so strange. Where's she? It's my dad.
Yeah, he does look old.
For hours. Wait till he hears that we found you.
Why can you climb walls, but I can't? When do I unlock the climb walls, skill? There we go. God, what the f- Jeez, that's so jank. What the hell? Hi. Hi, dog.
Dad, are you there?
Alex? Alex, come in.
Oh, nice.
Hold on a sec, there's so much interference. Hey, Dog, give me a hand. Okay. A little to the right. There we go. Hold it there. We got it.
Hello.
Dad,
Alex, where are you? Please, God, tell me.
Where aren't we?
City?
well, not quite yet.
What?
But listen, Dad, we found him.
You found Gordon? I don't believe it.
He's so
Listen,
cute.
You two have to get out of the city. The Citadel could blow at any moment.
There's no question that it will, I'm afraid. Our remote sensors indicate the process is accelerating toward a dark energy flare. Anyone left in the vicinity will be subjected to energetic events whose effects are beyond my powers of speculation. The ravages to cellular material are
Reiner,
unimaginable.
stop!
Dad?
Oh dear, Eli, I'm sorry, but surely there's no need for undue alarm. Alex is well out of harm's way by now.
Well, actually, we're still at the Citadel.
What? Oh dear, but there's really no time. The core is exceedingly close to collapse. Why, there's no way to get far enough without first...
Oh my god, he's terrified.
Direct intervention
Katsu, thank you for the follow!
retard the reaction.
You mean going in?
Into the core, yes. But it's far too dangerous to consider. The chamber will be bathed in radiation.
Well, you do have the hazard suit. If we found a way into the Citadel, it's possible we can...
Alex, no!
But Dad!
Izzy, talk some sense into her.
I'm sorry, Eli, but I don't see any other way. It would help us evacuate more citizens.
We can do this, Dad.
Okay, Alex, okay, just promise me. Promise me that you won't take a single unnecessary risk.
I promise. I love you.
I love you too, baby. I'll be...
Now kiss.
Don't worry. I'll see you soon. Don't worry. Let's see if we can find a way into the Citadel from somewhere along the rim.
When do you leave me? Is it gonna be in like 5 minutes? You say a lot of we when it's only gonna be me.
Thanks.
Ugh.
Hey boy, pack up and meet us on the far side of this ridge.
Alright.
Whoa.
Don't be scared, pussy.
After you, Gordon.
You want me to catch you or something?
Careful.
I'm already down here. Come on. I'll catch ya. Come on. Jump down. Oh my god, my headset's about to die. This stream's gonna cut short at some point pretty soon, unfortunately. But my headset dies, there's nothing more I can do. Ow, that hit me on the head. Oh hey, look.
Where's dog taking so long? Dog!
Dog died.
Dog! Oh my god, dog!
Oh yeah, dog died.
Dog, are you alright?
Oh, never mind, dog's good.
You scared the hell out of me. Now stay with us and help us find a way over. I cannot believe we're trying to get back in that place. This isn't gonna be easy.
Hurry up! Figure out your train of thought. I'm trying to get somewhere. Okay. CJ, thank you for the follow.
Alright, dog. That's not
What was that?
There has to be a way to get across. But how? What about... Dog? Dog, where are you going? Was it something I said?
Is he a dog or a monkey?
Huh? Dog, what are you... I think dog needs a few bolts tightened. Look out!
Okay.
Dog, really, that was a little close. What's gotten into you, huh? How exactly is this supposed to help us? What? Wait a minute. Oh, no.
Huh?
You're not serious.
I'm serious. I'm in. Let's go, dog. Let's go. I'm ready.
Well, Gordon, unless you have a better suggestion.
No, I'm in. Let's go.
He is a robot. He's done the math.
Let's go. I'm ready to go, woman.
Huh? I want you to get out of here as fast as you can. Go find Dad. We'll catch up. Don't worry.
Spare me the sentimentalities. Get in the car.
Now, don't worry about me. I'll see you soon.
She fucks her dog.
Brace yourself, Gordon.
Yay! Let's go!
Let's do it. Before I change my...
But she's not white.
Okay. Careful. Hold on. Phew. Whew. Good throw, dog. Now go, boy. Go on. You'll be fine. Just... Uh-oh. What now?
Oh. 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 Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Hold on.
Oh. Okay, we're dead. Oh, we're dead. Oh, we're dead. There's no way we're not dead. How are we alive? How are we alive? How are we alive?
Phew. All right, right, let's get off before the next ride starts. Holy crap.
Okay. Are you actually gonna be my... Huh! Are you gonna be my co-op partner, or are you gonna disappear on me?
Coming apart.
I wouldn't mind having your bullets. It would be nice if you just stuck with me the whole time. But let's be real, she probably won't.
This is unbelievable. I had no idea.
Why am I waiting for her? Why do I have courtesy towards her? Oh, hell nah.
Well, they shouldn't bother us if we leave them alone.
You think?
I'll just disable this field. Damn, I can't get this down. Something... It's that stalker. He's holding it from the other side. We don't have time to look...
So I need to blast him. I got it. I'm down to blast some bitches. Whoa.
Roller mines. They could help us get out of here. Can you find
Yeah?
where those roller mines are going? I've got an idea how to use one here.
What is that? What are you? Freddy Fazbear. Har 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 har. Huh, huh, huh. Oh god, I hate doing jumps in this game. Oh, okay, I'm good. Never mind. I thought I had to do a jump. Oh shit. Well, that's where they come from. What's the plan? This is aperture technology. No, come back! Fuck. Now what? Take an elevator? Alright, hi.
Oh, you found one.
Okay.
Taught me how to reset the targeting system on these things. A little extra juice in the right spot, and it's on our side.
A little extra juice.
Hold it out where I can work on it.
Okay.
It's a lot more unstable, but it should last long enough to take out the stalkers. Let it go now. It'll do the rest.
Oh shit! I love it.
Okay. We can get through now. Let's go.
Okay. That was really cool, actually. She turned on your engram prime! My prime engram! No way! It became exotic. Can I not grab these guys? Are they not grabbable? Hello, J Roach. Thank you for the follow. Alex?
Well, that was random.
Okay. Okay, well then. Can't grab people? Wait, but it grabbed... Orange gravity. Oh, the orange one can? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, wait, you're right. We have orange again. Why do we have orange again? What happened to the other one? Why did it go back to orange? I'm sorry? I ran out of blue juice. Oh. There we go. Uh-oh. Alex, did you see that shit?
Through that?
I'm down. That looks awesome. All right, run, Alex! Run! Alex?
We made it.
I love her facial expressions. It's actually kind of impressive seeing how much they animate her face. Instead of, like, they could have just, like, made her just randomly mouth stuff. But no, like, her face is all animated and stuff.
What went on in here?
Yep. I would love to replay this with the director commentary
This
on.
console has some useful information. Let me see if I can pin down a path to the core.
I think the path is down. Why? How do you seem to always have access to fucking FaceTime?
God, it's just an old recording.
Oh, it's a recording. It's me!
What the hell?
The cocoon. Uh-huh. Oh shit! Oh shit! It's blinding me!
What the hell was
Oh god, it's a Reddit mod!
Whatever that was, it's gone now. Let's get out of here. What's going on in there?
I can't move. Ah! Yes! 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 Yes!
Didn't bring portal reactor.
Yes! It's fighting time, bitch! It's fighting time, bitch! Let's go! 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 Gordon's ready to kill some motherfuckers. Oh, we got cool puzzles now, don't we? Oh, we need this one, right? How does this work? Yeah. This is awesome. Boom! 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 Come here! Boom! 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 You want some? Boom! Nice one, Alex. But your gun's not as cool as mine. Anyone else want some? Come down from there. Woohoo! Yeah, are there more of you? There sure are. Come here. Whoa! Never mind! What just happened? I got my booty blasted! Outbreak, outbreak, outbreak! What the hell? What the hell? Oh wait, there's a shield. I am so blind. Thank you, Alex. I think you got him. I almost fell. What, do I need to like... There we go. That was cool. Where are you even coming from? Anyways, I'ma go. I'm surprised Alex has followed me this far. Huh? Awesome. I love the gravity gun. Oh shit! Hey! Stop it! Do you know who I am? Okay, never mind. You can't fucking aim for shit. I'm not worried about you. Isn't it nice when they don't have to carry around a baby everywhere? Oh. Never mind. Never mind, don't go there. Speedrun, speedrun, speedrun. Do I have to wait for Alex to get here? Is there somewhere that has... Oh, hi, Alex. Okay. Very helpful, Alex. Good job. Where would I throw those? Where would I throw those at? I don't see anything. Oh. Really? Are we for real? Are we for real? Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Looking for a puzzle that there isn't there. Okay. Check this shit out.
To the core. Yeah, we must be on the right track. Look up! Watch out!
Watch out for what? Oh! Wait, it didn't even hit us! It didn't even hit us!
Watch out!
Huh?
Here comes more!
I'm so confused!
Heads up!
Okay.
What's wrong with this lift? Can we get it going again?
Okay. Hold the gravity gun real quick. I'm having a hard time seeing. Where's the way around it? Right there? Oh, I see. I got you. I got you.
Great!
Now conveniently stuff will fall from the sky all of a sudden. Right?
Up there!
Yep. God damn it. Ah!
Great! Up there!
What? I'm shooting it! I'm shooting it!
Up there!
You can't be fucking real right now. You can't be fucking real right now.
Great!
This game is not for real!
Up there! Great! Up there!
I tried shooting it earlier. It's so needy.
Up there! Start up again, Morty. Do what you did last time.
I hate this game, man. I hate this game, man.
What's going on?
Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? Thank you.
Here we go. We're really moving now. I think I see a stop down below. Let's get off there and see where it leads.
Ow. What happened? What'd I do? Alex, you're a funny little woman with a male's name.
This could be it, Gordon.
Direct intervention. Shut up!
It looks like they were
Shut up!
trying to blow the reactor. But why? Oh my god. It looks pretty far gone.
Why is it kind of hot?
Dr. Kleiner was right about this.
This feels kind of like, I don't know, personal.
Let's see if we can find a way through the control room.
I feel like a sperm about to enter the egg, you know?
The elevator's down in the core entry. Let me see if I can call it back to this level. These readings are off the chart. I hope it's not too late to re-engage the containment field.
Re-engage the containment field.
Good thing
You sure sound smart. Yep.
Well,
That should be like the fucking the blurb for this game. Good thing you know what you're doing. Put that on the fucking Steam page.
here's your elevator. Gordon, I wish there was something else I could do to help.
Oh no, you are. No way. Oh no, you're not for real. You're not for real right now, right? This is where you're gonna leave me. Make eye contact. She can't even make eye contact. She's that ashamed. Okay.
Hurry back.
Dude, why is she hitting on me so hard? I feel no sentimental value towards you, Alex. Like, you have been useless this entire game. Okay. My headset's actually about to die now. My headset is far past 2 beeps, and the third one, it shuts down, and that's supposed to happen according to the spacing of time. That should happen like literally within the next 3 minutes. I'm literally just waiting for it. It's like any second now it's gonna be like, okay. What does it say? It says, please recharge. I have a ATH. What is it called? M50 XP? M50 BX? I don't know. Audio-Technica headset. Anyways. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll play more Half-Life. We're gonna play more Half-Life. We're gonna actually like spend less time yapping, and we'll play a bunch of Half-Life. We'll probably get completely through episode 1 tomorrow. If I had to guess. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. Also, kurwa, I'll make sure to charge up my headset for tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me today and all the kind words. I'm actually probably gonna go back and watch the VOD and reread some messages that I missed that I wasn't able to read earlier. So if you said anything and I missed it, I'm gonna go back and read it. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. What's it could have